All right, so I just want to say thanks for joining us. This is the first episode of First Off the Bench. It is coming at a critical time. I'd just like to introduce myself. My name is Moods.
And I'm Taffer.
Yep. And we're going to be your host for today's episode of Free Agency Talk. Main thing I want to know is where's LeBron James going? And I think a lot of people agree.
I think it's going to be the Lakers, man.
Lakers
all the way.
That's
the easy choice, I think.
That's the easy choice. That's the LeBron choice.
Yeah.
I'm not saying the Lakers. I have a couple teams in mind. I got Pelicans, which is my favorite. A lot of people are saying no to the Pelicans.
Because you don't have DeMarcus there.
Not yet.
Possibly.
Not yet.
Possibly.
But you got the Nuggets in contention too. I think the West Coast right now has the heads up.
Yeah.
Or the advantage right now. But Nuggets secured Jokic, which is great for their future. But Pelicans, don't count them out because DeMarcus, you can probably get him at a good price right now. Coming off the Achilles, right?
Like off the Achilles injury, especially he didn't play that many games last year either.
Yeah, no, it definitely limited him. But I am interested in the Lakers. I do want to know why. Because think of it, if LeBron James goes to the Lakers, is he in a better situation than he was in Cleveland?
It's dependent on who else they can sign, right? If they can trade for Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah.
If they can get maybe DeMarcus, since PG-13 is out. He's back in OKC.
Yeah.
You have a lot of young pieces too.
Yeah.
And I think LeBron isn't going to be ring chasing anymore as much. He's more kind of building for his future.
Okay.
And his kid's future.
Okay, I see it. Because his kid got a invitation to school in LA, right?
In LA, yeah.
So that's a huge factor. We did see, the post that's being reported everywhere, basically saying that LeBron touched down in LA. Mm-hmm. Who knows what that's for? I mean, technically, free agency just started, so hey,
could be on vacation.
Could be on vacation. Hey, you could go anywhere in LA.
That's true.
But
he has a home there too, so.
Yeah, that's true. So what about the dynamic of Kawhi Leonard with LeBron?
I think, the only guy who can stop him was Iguodala in the finals, and Kawhi Leonard, who both won MVPs, and KD now.
Yep.
So if you kind of take one option out, and you add him to that piece in the Lakers.
Yeah.
Especially he's more of a scorer now too compared to what he was, let's say, 3 years ago.
This is true. True. I mean, he really didn't have a choice though with Cleveland.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, especially winding down. It was kind of sad to see because you could tell LeBron's pretty much giving everything that he has in that series and in that whole playoff run, and it was as a basketball fan, that was remarkable to see. Kudos to LeBron for really putting on a show.
I thought he would another MVP, Finals MVP.
Nah, not if you get swept.
That's true too. But I think back in the day it was Jerry West.
Oh, Jerry West, yeah.
They lost, but he still won Finals MVP.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is possible.
It's possible. It has happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's so we definitely are in agreement that it's the West.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
So I'm going to give you a reason. I don't know if any of y'all seen my podcast that I put out yesterday. However, if you missed it, that's cool. We're going to touch upon some of the basic fundamentals of what was discussed in that podcast. So I'll tell you why New Orleans, in my opinion, is the place that LeBron needs to go or should go. The main reason is Pelicans, they have an opportunity right now. AD wants to win. Mm-hmm. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
DeMarcus, he has that mindset where he does want to win. How he does it with his maturity levels, that's on him. Mm-hmm. But if you have the ability of re-signing DeMarcus Cousins and you have your core with Anthony Davis, Rajon Rondo, I'm sure you could probably get back.
Yeah.
In that situation, you pretty much have everything that LeBron needs to succeed. You got your playmaker, you got your dominant power forward, much just 10 times, no offense, Kevin Love, but Anthony Davis is better than Kevin Love when healthy.
I'll give you that. Yeah.
Then you got DeMarcus Cousins, which is the question mark, but it's going to be a good question mark, right? You know you're still going to get something big from him. So, with that being said, you got your 4 and 5 is pretty much set. There's no team in the NBA that could defend the 4
But
and
if
5.
he's not going to go to somewhere like Houston, why would you think he's going to go to somewhere like New Orleans?
Because Houston, you got Chris Paul,
Yeah.
needs the ball.
Yeah.
James Harden needs the ball.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, you got rid of Trevor Ariza. You could slot in anybody. You could technically put Gerald Green. You just need a 3-point shooter. That is what LeBron James is not.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, you got Clint. And kudos to Clint because he had a hell of a playoff run. That's somebody to look out for the future.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, Clint is a restricted free agent right now.
He is, yeah.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you Houston's matching
Yeah.
that.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So, in that situation, yeah, I think I'm just trying to think who would be one of the better defensive teams in the 4 and 5, like for the 4 and 5.
Like to guard the 4 and 5?
Yeah, to guard the 4 and 5.
I mean, it's just DeMarcus and AD pretty much.
Yeah.
Those are the top. That's your probably top positions
Yeah.
in the league.
That's
Like
what I'm saying.
Like number one number one power forward
Yeah.
and number one center.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Like there's no other. You can't name another center.
No, and
That plays
honestly, possibly the combo, actually thinking about it, would be Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, they're years away from even being anywhere close.
Yeah.
So, you got Bamba, you got Gordon, right? Very athletic. But I mean, Anthony Davis will school Aaron Gordon.
That's true.
Bamba, he's new, and we've seen what Joel Embiid has done to Bamba.
That's true.
So that was kind of funny. Good for you. As a good introduction to the league. So yeah, thinking about it is like if you can't stop the 4 and 5, you're not going to be able to stop the 3 because you're really focused on stopping the 4 and 5. And then you have Golden State, who's excellent defensively, but they're excellent defensively because they're a smaller team.
Yeah.
So that's one of my main reasons as to why, if Portland, we don't want to talk about those guys. If the Pelicans had the chance to actually sign LeBron James, you're talking about an immediate. We're going back. We're close to going back to the finals, and realistically, it's the West. Whoever wins the finals, the conference finals, is pretty much. Western Conference Finals is basically winning the championship. Sorry, East. Sorry, you got Boston.
But wouldn't you say it'd be an easier, not an easier path, but like let's say he goes to an East team like Boston or like Toronto.
Yeah.
For example, like let's say instead of going to the West, where it's Warriors, Rockets, and then if he joins whatever team in the West, it'd be that team.
Yeah, Utah's on the up and up. Yeah.
And then you have East, where it's literally Toronto, Boston, and the rest.
Philly.
Philly, yeah. I'll give Philly, yeah. You could join Philly too.
I don't like that.
I don't think it'd be good for Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
As like a development to develop in the league, but it would be nice.
It'd be nice. I mean, you could run
for Philly.
For Philly, yeah, definitely for Philly, yeah. That'd definitely bring back some old memories. I was a huge Allen Iverson fan. Oh Jesus!
Right here.
I mean, yeah, right. We had some great duels. I'll tell you that.
That's true. You got that one game. That one game. That
hey,
would have
you
been
know
16-0.
What? Hey, Tyronn Lue got stepped over. I'm happy with that.
That's true. He got stepped over all these years too.
I guarantee you, Tyronn Lue is basically looking at LeBron. He's like, "Boy, if you go to Philly,
all the memes, all the crazy
oh no!" It's like LeBron James steps over Tyronn Lue's Cavaliers. It's like, oh no, here we go again. But yeah, no, I mean, yeah, the path in the East would be easier towards the playoffs. But what's the point in getting to the finals if your speed bump again is both Houston Rockets and Golden State Warriors.
I think regardless, it's gonna come down to whoever wins in the West, right?
Yeah.
'Cause it's either. I mean, this year it was either Rockets or Warriors, and they went to Game 7.
Yep.
And their Rockets were up 3-2.
Yep. 3-2. Yeah.
And then Chris Paul didn't play 2 games.
Yep. I agree with you.
Which was huge. Game 6 and 7.
So okay, let's take it a step back. When the playoffs were happening, they were saying Cleveland versus Golden State. Golden State's taking it.
Yeah.
But if Houston won in Golden State,
Yeah.
what would have happened? It would have been much more competitive. Yeah.
For sure. I think because you don't have too many players. It was a better matchup, we'll say,
Yeah.
compared to 4 All-Stars against 1.5.
Yeah.
Whereas you have 2 All-Stars against 1.5 All-Stars.
That's true. That's true.
And then it would literally come down to the supporting cast of either the Rockets or Cavs, but I still think Houston would have taken that in 6.
In
Maybe
6,
less.
eh?
Maybe less. Maybe 5. Maybe I'll say 5.
5. I would have definitely put that on a 7, Game 7. Yeah.
No, I think there's too many pieces in Houston
Yep.
compared to the Cavs. So you
Cavs.
got PJ Tucker was playing really well. Trevor Ariza was playing really well. So you got Trevor Ariza, who's a very good defensive player.
Not anymore.
I mean, he was.
Well, yeah,
he's still pretty good. I mean,
yeah.
For Houston, like who else are you gonna throw at LeBron?
Hey, yeah, PJ Tucker.
Yeah, PJ Tucker too. So you got 2 options to throw at LeBron.
Yeah.
And then you got like a bunch of 3-point shooters like Gerald Green, James Harden, Chris Paul, and then you can have the inside with Nene and Clint Capella.
Yeah, I feel you on that. It'd be tough. I mean, yeah, honestly, it came down to it. I don't really know what to think about that whole Cleveland trade at the deadline.
Mm-hmm.
It was a bit much, especially to restructure your team that far
was
into the
like
season.
half the team was gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Rodney Hood was like invisible.
Yeah. He played half a good game.
Yeah. Which
In the
didn't
finals.
matter.
Which didn't matter, yeah.
Yeah.
Which didn't really matter.
So, with that being said, okay, we understand. Yeah, obviously Cleveland wasn't the team. East would be, an easier way to the finals.
Yeah, for sure.
But when it comes down to being in the finals, I think LeBron on the Celtics would be the only option to tackle the Warriors.
I think LeBron in Toronto would be a good option too.
Jesus.
Compared to because you have I don't think Kyrie and LeBron are gonna get along again.
No,
he left for a reason.
100%.
I don't think they would try and get rid of Kyrie.
They got Rozier.
Yeah, they do have Rozier, but you kind of need a Kyrie. I think Kyrie and Hayward would have been a good combo together.
They would have.
And I think they should try that out and test it out compared to throwing in LeBron and trying to revamp the whole thing again.
So who's biting the bullet in Boston? Because you have Jaylen Brown, you got Jason Tatum.
You got Jason Tatum.
Right? So who's biting the bullet in terms of starting time if Hayward comes back?
It would be Jason Tatum. He's a 3.
You
Or
could
2-3.
technically slot him at the 4, but he'd be really undersized.
He would be. Yeah.
Yeah, and it would mess up his development. But I don't think Jason Tatum should be relegated to the bench at all, especially after what he did in the playoffs.
For sure.
So, and especially Hayward. Hayward's gonna come back with a really devastating injury. That's again, like I was saying in the podcast, that's gonna play on your mind. I mean, as a player, you're running a fast break. I don't want that alley-oop.
Yeah, don't throw it up.
Yeah, am I going up for a layup? Am I going up for a dunk? If somebody's behind me, what's gonna happen?
That's true.
So at this point, I mean, I hate to say it, but the Boston Celtics may have to move on from Gordon, just because again, you have that promising talent with Brown and Tatum. Brown's probably playing the shooting guard, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you could see what you could get for him.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe work out a sign and trade with Cleveland, but Cleveland's gonna go for the whole enchilada.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna want everybody on the Celtics, and then you know what Kyrie's gonna be like. Kyrie's gonna be like, nah. So, Lakers would be fun. Lakers would be fun.
Yeah,
I'm
but
trying to.
Lakers, they'd have to bring someone else in, at least
Oh,
someone else
100%.
in. And the thing is, with DeMarcus coming off the injury,
Yeah.
I think I saw a post earlier where they're trying to get like a short term for him.
DeMarcus, yeah.
Instead of trying to get a long term,
Yeah.
which kind of works out in both their favors. I think the team
Exactly.
and the player.
I don't think DeMarcus can say no.
Oh, yeah, I mean, but
Yeah.
you never know. I mean, if New Orleans wants to sign him long term, then he's probably gonna take it anyways.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I don't. His intention, if I'm not mistaken, was to go short term.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I think he knows he's not going to get the best value right now in free agency. I think he understands his position with the Achilles. So yeah, I mean, if it would be interesting if they get DeMarcus, then you're looking at Julius Randle, DeMarcus Cousins at the 4 and 5, which would be a great dynamic. And I'm a fan of Randle. I think his bully ball is just nice.
Yeah.
It's
he
fun.
just has to be more consistent.
Yeah.
In his play, because he's trying to be like a Gerald, no, not Gerald Green, Draymond Green.
Draymond, Zach Randolph.
Like a 2.0 kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Because he wants to handle the ball, bring it up.
Yep.
Shoot the three.
So that'd be cool. It would be cool. Especially at Lakers, they have, they've dealt with a Lamar Odom type player that, that did all that. So that'd be cool. It'd be interesting to see. Then, you have Ingram there because I'm trying to see their cap space actually.
They can sign two max players, from what I understand. And they would have to, if they want to get Kawhi, they would have to trade a couple pieces depending on what Spurs want to take.
I hate to say it, I'm not wasting time on Kawhi.
I don't know, man.
Bro, 1.5 years out of the league, 1.5 years out of the league. There's rust.
There is rust, yeah, that's true. But I mean, if you can play with LeBron, the rest is gone.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
That opens up a lot of space for you, especially with if Lakers can get DeMarcus, and they can get LeBron, and they trade. Let's say they don't trade for. Let's say they sign him next year.
Yeah.
Then that's a totally different story.
That is a totally different story. Plus, then you got Brooke Lopez is coming off of $22.6 million.
Jeez.
Oh, Lakers are they are having a ball at the front office. I'll tell you that. You got Kentavious, KCP. He's up for renewal. So he was previously getting 17.7, almost 18 mil. So I'm guaranteeing you he's not going to be signing for that, just because his performance was not that. You have Luol Deng. Was he playing?
No.
Jeez.
I think they're trying to get rid of his contract, or he's just. I think they tried to amnesty him.
Oh yeah.
Or something along those lines.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's a huge contract in itself, and then everybody pretty much is still kind of on their rookie type swag.
Yeah. Lonzo.
Julius is what? He's
Julius is
restricted.
Yeah, restricted. But I think he just re-signed with them again.
Yeah?
I think so. We'll look into that.
Yeah. So while he's looking to actually take a look into that, I'm gonna just jump right now to Denver Nuggets, just so I can touch upon the next point because heavily favored on New Orleans because that's gonna change the way the league is actually gonna play. But I'm very fascinated with the Denver Nuggets. Reason being is you're trying to win now, which is possible with the Nuggets. They're not only a good young team, but I find that push into the playoffs at the end was a great learning experience. You're really fighting. You understand what competitive basketball is at that point. Regular season is regular season. You have your accolades, you have all that stuff, but there's no feeling like fighting for that position where everything is on the line. And with that, some of the swag that I seen from Jamal Murray throughout the year was pretty cool. I liked it. Good killer instinct. You got Jokic. You got playmaking from the 5 spot. Jamal Murray playmaking from the 1 spot. Barton, if I'm not mistaken, is re-signing.
Yep.
So very good piece because I personally like his game. He doesn't fear too much, so you need guys like that. Kind of reminds me a tiny bit of a JR, but JR kind of can. He has a shot. Yeah, you got talent on that team, on the Denver Nuggets, but to make that happen, you're making some moves. You got to get rid of that Kenneth Faried contract, which I'm pretty sure has been in debate for like years.
For a while now.
Wow.
For a while.
Yeah, I can't believe they haven't. To be honest, I thought the Raptors were going to take him just because it would probably be better than Ibaka.
Yeah, debatable.
That
That could be that's another episode there.
Playoff Ibaka?
Yeah. I mean, playoff Raptors wasn't that great, to be honest.
Yeah, DeMar showed some. He showed some signs. Some. Kyle played good.
Kyle played well, yeah.
Jonas played well. Played really well.
Yeah.
Exceeded my expectations.
Yeah. I think it was the coaching.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're playing a team 7 straight games, for example, like you got to make the adjustments.
Yep.
To beat that team.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
If you don't beat that team in the 7 games, then you're out.
Yeah, and you have the regular season to kind of fix up.
Yep.
And you know what? I like Casey. I'm a huge fan of Casey. We're Toronto born.
Yeah, that's right.
So Raptors are one. It hurts to admit it. They are one of my favorite squads. So to see what happened in the playoffs, especially against Cleveland, it's one of those things that it was the coaching. It's tough to say because you need that killer instinct when you're in the playoffs.
You need to run a play too.
Yeah. Your offense has to definitely thrive. So we'll see what happens in Toronto. But I digress. Moving back to Denver, to make that happen, you're going to have to shift a couple of pieces, and that's going to be huge. So that's why I'm so on the Denver idea, because if it does happen, kudos to their front office for making it happen. But it's a very long shot. Yeah. Did you have a second team, though?
Not really, no.
No, all in.
Lakers all the way, mate.
Lakers all the way. No, that's a Lakers fan.
All the way, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm a Lakers fan, but I'm not a LeBron fan. So it's one of those, like, how do you feel,
Yeah. As huge anti-LeBron person myself, and it really came down to this playoffs where I was just like, the guy has a soul. You can't take anything away from him. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So all in with the Lakers, man. It would have been cool. It would have been cool to discuss some Eastern Conference teams, but just my idea of what LeBron wants to do, it's win now, I think is his first notion. Play with people who are smart. Yeah. You can't, and it's as evident as it comes. You can't have another J.R. Smith moment.
Oh yeah, for sure. That was terrible. Jeez.
Charles Barkley. Terrible.
Terrible.
That was bad. I couldn't. That was, man. Holy crap. And Stephen A. Smith went...
he went in.
Yeah, he went in. I don't blame him.
Yeah. I think all of Cavs probably went in on him.
Yeah.
In that locker room right after. Me. For sure.
Right?
Yeah.
So, it's... is he returning back to Cleveland? I'm sorry, Cleveland fans, and
no, definitely not.
Definitely, I don't think so.
No.
But
I think it's gonna be Lakers, just because his kid's gonna be there, going to school there, so the family's probably gonna stay there too.
Yeah.
With his wife, and then afterwards, if you can get those other pieces, then LeBron doesn't have to exert himself as much in Cleveland, so he can extend that. And he is saying he wanted to play with his kid or against his kid, which is something not too many people get to do.
No, he'll be Vince Carter age though.
He will be, he'll be pretty old. Yeah, it's another 5 years, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because I think his kid's 13, 14. around there.
Around there. Let me. Let's
He's
see.
just going to high school.
Oh, just going into
Just
high
going to
school.
high school,
Okay, yeah.
So it's at least another 5 years. Because unless they take away the one and done.
Oh yeah, 13. He's 13. Yeah. Oh yeah. If they take away the one and done, then sorry, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, it might be even faster then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see. It'd be really cool. It's just who are the pieces though? Realistically, like who would the pieces really be that the Lakers could actually acquire?
I mean, if they can get, let's say, DeMarcus.
Okay. Yeah.
If they, I think Kawhi is a stretch.
Yeah, that's
Getting
yoga.
Kawhi. But if you can get LeBron with DeMarcus, then you got Lonzo, you got Kyle Kuzma,
Yeah.
who's pretty up and coming with Julius Randle.
Yeah.
That's your starting five.
Who's playing the shooting? LeBron.
KCP. You can put KCP in there to start, and I guess you'd have to have Kyle Kuzma to come off the bench.
Again.
Again.
He's not going to be
Which
happy
he
with that.
isn't too happy about that, but
Yeah. I like
mean,
him. I like
yeah.
Kuzma. I like his game.
Oh, his game's amazing
Yeah.
for a rookie.
For a rookie, yeah. Wow.
For a rookie too, that's crazy.
So it would be interesting. It's just I still don't think they have the pieces, especially off the bench. And again, when you're talking about Golden State bench,
That's true.
yeah.
That's true. But a lot of times once you get that one piece there, then the other pieces start coming too,
Yeah.
because everyone wants to chase that ring.
Right? Now introducing Ray Allen out of retirement. Kyle Korver.
Kobe Bryant comes out of retirement
Kobe
to play
Bryant.
for Bron.
Kobe's
That's
looking
a
at
dream,
Shaq.
yeah. On TNT.
On
Hey
TNT.
Shaq. Hey big fella. Let's win another one.
Yeah, right? Shaq's coming back. Yes, if
Shaq's
Kobe
coming.
is coming back, Shaq is coming back.
Shaq's
There is
coming
100% probability of that happening.
That's true.
So that would be funny. What's his name? Jermaine Jones.
Yeah, you got Dwight Howard interested in playing with the Warriors.
Oh God, I don't know.
So I mean,
Going
Dwight
back to the
Howard playing.
Lakers?
If you put him on like a veterans minimum, I'll take him for a bit. If let's say you don't win the DeMarcus Cousins sweepstakes,
Yeah, but
him
how?
and LeBron would be all right.
I don't know, man.
But-
How do you go to Charlotte and still be a nuisance
It's
in the
true.
locker room?
Now, how do you go from Lakers to Houston to Atlanta and then to Charlotte?
At that time, Atlanta was winning.
Atlanta? No. They've been like rebuilding for like the longest time.
For a while, right?
Yeah, a
'Cause
while.
I know they had that 61 season with Budenholzer, right?
Yeah, but that was like a couple years back.
Yeah.
That was way before Dwight.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
And then they
This
tried to
Kyle,
rebuild
yeah.
again with Dwight.
Yeah, I
That
hear
didn't
you.
work out, yeah.
So yeah, it'll be interesting. So I don't know. We'll I guess we'll wrap it up for this this video log, just because right now we're monitoring the free agency.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to see where everybody's going. Congrats to Paul George for going back to OKC.
Yeah.
I'm actually happy with that.
Chris Paul back to the Rockets.
Chris Paul back to the Rockets.
Yeah.
Your opinions. I want to know what you think about Carmelo Anthony posing on Twitter after accepting that agreement. That player option.
Melo, I mean, he has to play well this year. If not, he's not getting that money again. And it's tough to see any other team that would try and take him. Unless it's like a vet minimum or something like that.
Yeah. I don't know,
I
man.
think season low all across the board this year.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. The regression's been
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed in Melo, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
If your front office is telling you got to come off the bench and that's going to help the team,
It's true.
it's
and
time
you
to
refuse
kind
do it,
of
then I think it's time to do it.
you put the ego aside.
Yeah.
You want to win or you want to lose.
Exactly.
Hall of Fame or no?
If you want your stats, then he should come off the bench.
Yeah, 100. Yeah, of
Then
course.
he can lead that secondary line and just play his iso ball that he likes to play sometimes.
Yeah, yeah.
And then find the cutter or play iso.
Hall of Fame. Right.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
T-Mac made it.
T-Mac made it. That's true. That's true. But
I mean-
T-Mac won a lot of scoring titles and
He did. Right
All-Stars,
after he
yeah.
left the Raptors.
that's true. On the Magic.
So yeah, and oh my.
Yeah.
I remember I was I was heavily invested in that too. I remember the progression happened. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, we
Especially-
definitely lost something.
Especially T-Mac and Vince would have been a crazy combo.
And Doug Christie, you know, Damon Stoudemire was on the team at that time, or no, he must have
No,
left.
I think he was gone by then.
Yeah, he was gone by then. But yeah, Doug Christie was there. You had, you know, Keon Clark. You had JYD. You had Alvin Williams.
Keon Clark.
Oh man, you had
Mo Pete.
Mo P. Yeah, Mo P. That would have been a hell of a squad, man. That squad could have definitely been.
That was the year
something.
went to the second round.
I believe
Against-
so.
that's
Yeah,
the
against
shot.
Philly, right?
Yeah, the shot.
Yep.
Yeah. And T-Mac just left that year. I
Yep.
believe. Yeah.
Yeah, he did. And the crazy thing is, huge Philly fan, huge Iverson fan.
Yeah.
I would have never thought it would have been that long for the Raptors to make the playoffs. I would have definitely reconsidered some choices there.
It's true.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see what happens in the free agency. So yeah, Chris Paul, you know, Paul George, that's great. DeAndre to the Mavs finally, verbally.
Yeah, verbally.
For
For now.
They got doors. They're trying to.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. I think they can. They officially sign on July 5th, which is
July 5th, okay.
4 days from now.
Oh yeah, they're going through that period right now, so
Yeah.
that's great. And plus, Clippers threw that tweet out, very cryptic. We all know what it's about. They're thanking DeAndre, but they're probably not going to go forward with him. So, so that would be cool. I'm really excited to see what the Mavs are going to do this season.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, let us know what you thought of the video, because this is our first video. We're definitely going to come out with a lot more. You know, it's one of our joys of talking about basketball, because it is a passion.
It's true. That's true.
So I definitely want to know what you guys think. Where you guys think LeBron will go, who, you know, fits good with LeBron, and who gives him a chance to win immediately.
Yep. Exactly. Exactly.
So awesome. Make sure that you like the video if you like it. Subscribe if you also want to see more content from us. We really, really, truly appreciate each and every one of you guys who actually takes the time to watch this. And let's just put on our hats and let's see what the NBA season has to offer, because there's going to be a shakeup in the league and it's going to be good.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, 6 Man Bench Squad, and Instagram, First Off the Bench. Peace.